One day or day one. Those are a famous quote that I honestly heard so many places. And the first time that I heard this quote was by The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. And this quote is a really interesting quote because it say day one or one day. Day one means the start. One day means the finish line. So like if you think about it, day one, in my perspective, is day one. It's level one. One day is that level that you reach your goal. And the funny part is that so many people reverse the quote. Instead of saying day one or one day, they say one day or day one. And what I should think about is the way that I visualize the reverse of this quote is one day means they're trying to find the perfect moment to start on the day one. And let's be honest, there's no such thing as perfect moment. Nobody's perfect. Nothing's perfect. The only thing that's perfect is God. And I just found out that I did research about this quote is I found out who actually said it. His name is Paulo Coelho. He's a Brazilian. He was born in Rio de Janeiro. And one of the other quotes that he actually said that I actually found out really interesting was he said, one day you will wake up and there won't be any more time to do the things you have always wanted. Do it now. So the thing that I like to reflect about this quote is how he explains how many people wait for the perfect moment. And the perfect moment never reached the person, never reaches the person because it never existed. Mainly because people are scared to fail. And failing is actually okay. Funny to say, failing is okay. Failing is a part of the journey. Life is a journey. Failing is part of the journey. And I'm not telling you to go to your math class and just fail your class because you want to. No. For you to reach this like success. No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying is if you do your best and you fail, that's totally okay. It happens to everyone. It's part of life. It's part of the journey. The only way a person can learn is by failing. The only way a person can actually reach success is by failing. So let's think about, let me give you guys an example. A baby, when he's born, funny enough, he doesn't know how to walk yet, of course not. And he starts first with crawling, because that's the easiest thing. And then the first time he stands up, and the first time, all the parents are like, oh my God, I cannot believe my baby just stood up. And then we know the first time that baby stand up is he always gonna fall or his butt. So the baby fell on his butt. And we know most of the time no parent, no such parent is gonna shame the baby because he fell on his butt. No. They're gonna support the baby. They're gonna be, hey, you got it next time. Stand up strong and try it again. Not try it again, honestly. Do it your best. Because one thing I learned is trying is not a good word. Example, take a pen or a pencil, whatever, hold it up. Now, I want you to do the thing that I'm telling you to. Now, I want you to try to drop this pen. You probably will go like this. But reality is instead, try to drop it, not drop it. That's why try is not one of the best words to pick. Because trying is like in the middle. You're trying, but you're actually not trying. So, instead, change the vocab to do it or don't do it if you don't want to. But don't try. Do it or don't do it. Honestly, if you have some kind of chore or some kind of task that you gotta do it, you say, I'm gonna try to do it. No, you do it or don't do it. Because the thing is, I mainly learned is if it doesn't matter if it's your first time doing something, do your best. Your best. Why your best? Because the thing is, by doing your best, you're always going to be doing your best every single day. And that's one of the things I learned from Atomic Habits is that you don't need to be 100% better one day and then be 10 and then be 20 and then 10 and then 5% during the week. The thing is at least being 1% better every single day. That's the main thing. Of course, if you get better 10%, that's great. But the main thing, the main focus is getting better by 1%. And how does that work? It's kind of like a compound. So it will like build on it. So every 1% every day, consistency is key. And I know you guys heard a lot about consistency, but it's the golden ticket, because motivation is basically, imagine the week is this, right? And motivation starts on day one here. And you're like, I'm so pumped. I'm going to go to the gym, work out 2 hours. They go to the gym, and then the next day they're like so sore, they're tired, they're not disciplined. So you know what? I'm just gonna skip it and do whatever, and then they fall off. That's what happens to me many times. The thing is finding the trigger, that you'll find your discipline. The thing is, you don't need to go to the gym to work out 2 hours. Main thing, you can just go to the gym to work out for 20 minutes. Or you probably don't like to work out, but let's say you need to study. You don't need to do studying for 3 hours. You could do for 1 hour, 20 minutes, or even what I learned is that you could start with 5 minutes, take a break of a minute, increase it to 10, take a break of a minute, increase it to 20, or just every week increase by 5 minutes. That's how you have more focus. That's how you have more intensity, more consistency. Consistency is key to build success. And the thing is, a lot of people don't notice the journey. The world out there, they only care about results. That's the funny part. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Right now, I got probably 0 results. I'm being totally transparent right now, that I just want to show you guys my journey through my life, how I can actually reach my results from the day one. From day one, I'm going to show you guys my results to that one day I reach my goal. I could end the video right here because that was a great way to finish the video, but I actually want to talk about something else. Let's say, how I said, I'm going to give an example. The world only cares about results. Like Elon Musk, he became a trillionaire. People thought he became a trillionaire because he was rich already, whatever. He was just lucky. People, when they see results and they don't see the journey, they think you're lucky. But when they see the results, they're like, that person is a hard worker. Let's take an example of Elon Musk. He built PayPal, and he sold it to eBay for around $180 million. And he put all that money he invested on $100 million on SpaceX, $70 million on Teslas, and $10 million on Solar City. And he didn't have any money left. He had like really little money, and he needed money to pay his rent. And the only way that he could actually find that money was from borrowing from friends. And that's what he did. He first started on that day one journey right there with the worst. He was probably on that negative because he was borrowing money. But look at him now. He's a trillionaire. That's so much wealth and so inspiring, honestly. And what I said is, on the beginning of the video, is people keep limiting themselves. And how they keep limiting themselves? Because the world teaches them that failing is bad. But failing is not bad. Failing is part of the process. So let me tell you, most videos you guys watch is probably, they tell you the key and they don't tell you how to open the door. So let me tell you how you could open your door to find your path and how I found my path. Right now, I'm still walking my path, but I know that I'll reach my goal. The main thing is to open the door, start being 1% better every single day. Let me give you an example. Every day you wake up, make your bed. Doesn't matter if you're gonna sleep again, make your bed. That's already 1% better. You're organizing your life. People think making your bed is stupid. It is actually a discipline. It's actually creating new discipline. It's a atomic habit. It's a small habit that will compound into bigger habits and it'll bring you to success. So what I want you guys to try today, not try honestly, just do it, is not even today, tomorrow when you guys wake up, is make your bed. That's the first thing you should do on your day. But honestly, the first thing is should be pray. I'm a pretty religious guy. I always pray during the morning. That's the first thing I do when I wake up. But if you guys are not religious, of course, that's your opinion. But just make your bed. Make your bed, and after tell me how it feels like making your bed.